All right. Oh, I haven't given y'all body in a while. That's a lie. Just a reason to stand up. Oh, funny seeing you here. All right, well, I'm matching my dog. We got our matching outfits today. Say hi, Tunka Man. Say hi, Tunka Man. All right. Don't act like you're not impressed. All right, you little bastards. This is another episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. I'm your host, Mother God. I wonder if my neighbors know what I'm up to because they're in the window. Hey neighbors. I cheated you guys a lot last week. If it's not enough going on, I'm not just gonna come on here and spew boringness. So I really, I think I cheated y'all. I didn't give y'all one show last week. Okay, who cares? We're here now. Hey Trixie, I require you guys to say hello on the. I'm so sorry. Just say hi on the walk-in so we can get the formalities out the way and get right into the show because I have a lot of topics today and I just want to breeze through it because I got a life. I got some shit to do. Um, Jumping right into it. I saw a lot of shit between, and I'm so sick of them, but I report the news. Cardi and Offset are back on social media. Once again, we're in a group chat that we can't get out of. And I don't want to get out of it because I love when y'all tell y'all business. So this time, Cardi is alleging that there's some kind of like porn revenge on Offset's. And hey, Yvonne, let me, she holds these little town hall meetings on Twitter. Like you can create a town hall meeting. Hey, Anise, I don't know what you call it, but there's town hall meetings, and she's no stranger to it. So she held a town hall meeting about 2 days ago to let us know that her ex
You got
husband's
all these
harassing her, and this is what she had to say.
lawyers. I asked you to do one thing and you didn't do it. So now I'm gonna do it. No, stop calling me. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So let me tell ya about this fuck ass nigga, right?
Tell us.
For the past couple of months, I've been very quiet, but I've been going through a lot of stuff that I keep to myself. First thing first, this guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life, all
Oh,
that shit. He was mad. He's mad about that. Mind you, this man sent text messages to somebody that I was dealing with me of me and him having sex. That's the type of shit I've been dealing with for the past 2 months. Every time he knows that I go out of town, he harasses me. He leave me voice notes trying to put my self-esteem to the ground. And I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of him and his girlfriend playing games on my phone, leaving explicit voice notes on my fucking voicemails on my phone. I told this girl, hey, why you I hit this girl up before. Like, yo, I better not find out you in my house. This girl gonna tell me why you care that I'm in the house. You haven't been there for 3 years. Girl, how you gonna tell me why I'm mad that you in my house when that's my house that I bought? Are you okay? Then this nigga gonna FaceTime me with his girl. Mind you, yo, you've been harassing me and harassing the men that I've been dealing with for months already. You've been harassing my friends. You send people to get my friend beat up, my homegirl beat up. You got my mama calling. I don't give a fuck. I told.
oh my God! I think her mom was calling while she was on. Like, girl, get off the damn town hall meeting. Here's the thing, right? When Cardi first said she was sending text messages to the girlfriend, I'm just like, wait, why are you doing that? And then I realized sometimes when a nigga won't leave you alone, hey baby daddy, hey Sophian, when a nigga won't leave you alone, the only time I've ever hit up a woman was to tell her, come get your man. Please, because this obsession, I don't know what's going on. Maybe if I get him in trouble, he'll stop hitting me up. And what the bitch do? They don't believe you. So now you in a war trying to believe. Girl, please just come get him up off me. I don't know what y'all got going on over there, but come get him up off me. This is what Cardi said she was doing, and the girl didn't believe, right? They never do. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. And then the girl is in her house that she, Cardi got a couple of houses. And Cardi was saying that she didn't like Atlanta. So I'm guessing that, yeah, it is the Atlanta house. Cardi left the Atlanta house and said, I'll figure it out after you get served your papers. So this is Offset's new girlfriend. And this is Cardi's house that she paid for. Oh, wow. Can't believe you did that. Go to hell, Skip. Skip is so weird. Skip met me at 35 and he thinks he's the only boyfriend I've had. So sorry, Skip. A lot of people were wasting my time before you came to waste it. All right. So this is the new girlfriend. Let's see. He loves him a Latina, and that's okay because we don't want him. So this is strange because Offset has been cheating since they were in a happy, what appeared to be happy relationship. A girl move on, get a little dick, and now you're sending voice notes saying that you're gonna commit suicide, which is cool. Do it. Prove your love for me, and then we'll have this discourse in the afterlife. But it is lame that you say, "Oh, you're gonna kill me too." Wait, that's not a part of the plan. How does that show me you love me? I like when you say you're gonna, kill yourself. But when you say you're gonna kill me now, I don't. How does that equal love? Sending porns of him and her to her. What's the boy name? I showed you her and the boy in the club, and not that this matters, but they say he's a little baby. What's the boy's name? The football player. Anyway, and she's already speaking about him in past tense. She said sending porn to the nigga I was talking to. What's going on? Anyway, Offset's going out sad. Never seen him go out glad. He's just such a lame person. Is there more?
First thing first, this guy, right, is upset because I sent his girlfriend text messages of him begging me, saying he was gonna take away his life, begging me, saying he's gonna take away my life.
No, it's the same thing. This whole thing is corny. Why is he able to send you voice messages? Why don't you block him? Oh, Stefan Diggs. It only took you 5 minutes. I already forgot. So it seems that her and Stefan Diggs, Hey Motrell is already over because she's speaking about him in the past tense. Not surprised. I think they belong with each other because they're equally, lame, lame. This is Cardi. I mean, you guys be
Two,
the
I don't want
judge.
your niggas
I'm
putting
I'm a I'm a harsh judge when it comes to people, and I know it. So tell me if I'm being too harsh. This is Cardi talking about some frivolous. Hey, if you're a guy, don't put it on your dead friends. Put it on your alive. Why does this matter? Your kids are scribbling on the wall, and you're making videos about shit that is not age appropriate for 30. It's just such like a 25-year-old. I'm just figuring out life. Little girl conversation, but the people eat it
on
up.
your dads, because I feel like y'all still lie when y'all put it on your dads. Because no offense, like the dead is dead. So it's like, what's gonna happen? Niggas gonna come out and take your feet. Put that shit on your lives. How about that? Put it on your live. How about that? Put it on your favorite auntie that gets sick from diabetes every fucking 2 months. Yeah. Put that on your granny, nigga. Yeah, put it on her if you ain't lying. Put that on your best man's. Put that on your best man's, the one that be outside every day.
I'm so sorry. I don't know if it's just me. I just got secondhand embarrassment because none of this matters. What are we doing? We're in our 30s. People lie on their children that are alive and well. Like, this does not change what anyone's truth. It's just, girl, why you got time for this? Anyway, what else did she do this weekend that got on my nerves? She had a butt piercing that I showed a couple of shows ago.
Y'all know
And apparently the butt piercing that I showed y'all was 13,000, and she lost the butt piercing outside. So if anybody finds a little piece of diamond, might smell good, might not, you might want to wash it off and keep it.
Terrible that happened to me. So as y'all know, I got my butt crack pierced. You're like, what? Yeah, I do got my butt crack pierced. And no kizzy, I have a $13,000 Maria Tosh piercing in my butt crack. Guess what?
Guess what?
I lost it. I was washing my ass and I realized that I don't have it. So I'm like, I really think I flushed the bitch down the toilet. 13,000. I'm like,
Some people belong together. I'm not impressed. So that's what's going on over there in Cardi and Offset. Right? And don't be surprised, guys. I don't know what that means. Don't be surprised, guys, if you see them right back with each other. So don't waste your time and like pick a side. Fans do that. Don't waste your time. Did anyone know that in the beginning of the Martin show, go Martin? Did y'all know that was first of all, are y'all old enough to know who DJ Kid Capri is? Probably not. Kid Capri says that he is the voice for the Martin song, the jingle for the episodes, and he didn't get paid. Hey, what's going on? Don't you advertise your juices in here, Andrew. Everybody that's middle initial pod, he sells natural juices if you're in New York. See, motherfucker. You lucky he's subscribed. Kid Capri was sitting down with DJ Clue discussing how he is the voice saying Martin and he never got paid a dime.
Hey, well, that Martin that you hear on Martin's show, that come from being sampled from Def Comedy Jam.
Martin?
And they did that without my permission.
Oops.
So they own the rights to your voice?
No. That's the problem. They don't.
Okay, so let's.
So did we get a check or no?
Here's how it went.
What's the loophole?
I'm gonna tell you how it goes right now. They took my voice from Def Comedy Jam, sampled it, put it on the Martin show.
Yeah.
Never got no permission from me. Never asked for my rights, nothing. This show been on 8 different networks for 30 years.
Yeah, it's still going on.
Now, if it was a money thing for me, I'd have been like, yo, where's my bread? Right? I ain't never did that. But then they threw a reunion. The Martin reunion on television. And before they threw the reunion, Tisha Campbell went on Fox, Soul, with Vivica Fox and them, and said, yo, I thought that was Kid Capri that said that. That was cold. I called Tisha Campbell right away. Yo, you were sadly mistaken, sister. Somebody misled you.
That's me.
Then Martin went on the show. When they did the reunion, Martin went on the show and said, yo, that wasn't Kid, that's such and such and such. I got people. Now, first of all, that was the dumbest shit to say. Everybody knows it's me, number one. Number two.
Middle Initial said in the chat that niggas get old and become chatty. I'm kind of on the line with this. No, I'm gonna fully pick a side. If my voice was a part of the biggest sitcom in Black history and people are denouncing it like, yo, no, that wasn't Diamond, I'm gonna say something. There's no age to being having somebody play in your face. So I understand the culture of like our OGs, and it was like men didn't talk like that. Men, they just dealt with shit. So we're not used to men sitting on the couch and saying, hey, this person did this to me and I feel this way, because we didn't grow up with that. But in this case, for such a big thing in Black pop culture, and to take my name off of that, I'm gonna sit on the couch and tell it to anybody with 2 ears. I'll tell it to Gotti. So I don't really feel like this was I wish he would have spoke sooner. Hey, there's no time on telling your story. Y'all are really tough acts, this new generation. Y'all are really good at saying, hey, I wouldn't have did it like that. So how you would have did it? No. Let him speak his truth. And then Tisha said it wasn't him. And then Martin went on another. No, I'm telling everybody. So I'm gonna say in this case, not like Dame Dash. Dame Dash has taken it to a whole nother level of bitch assness. And this is just like, and I'm not even asking y'all for money. I'm just saying, stop playing with my name. That was my voice. Okay, I'm not mad at that, DJ Capri. What else is going on? I was gone for a week. I didn't get to tell y'all that the whole Jess Hilarious versus Lauren Lewis, it was just a rollout for people to watch the show again, because I guess their viewers were going down. All of a sudden, now they have a little skit where they're playing the boy is mine, but this time the boy is the seat, and the seat is the woman's position on the breakfast. It's corny. Here we go.
Well, I just want you to let you know, it's mine. It's mine. You need to give it up. They had about enough. It's not hard to see. The job is mine. I'm sorry that you.
I'm sure there's someone out there that's eating it up. I'm just not impressed. I don't like anything. And it's a me thing. It's not y'all. Someone might confuse it for hating. I don't care. I just don't like anything. So that went on at the Breakfast Club. All is well. They're friends again. Whatever. Enjoy. Speaking of haters, I really did not enjoy what y'all did to Drake during the Drake Kendrick Lamar battle, because the whole time y'all been calling a Dochi a industry plant. I felt like people are gonna kill me. I don't care. It's only four of y'all in here. Kendrick is more plant than Dochi, because I just don't see it or feel it with Kendrick. I don't get the hype. Even if Dochi was planted, what's growing from her plant, I do enjoy. I enjoy her stage presence. I enjoy her lyrical ability. I enjoy her theatrics. And I enjoy that little rump roast. Dochi got top 2 BBLs or whatever is in her butt in the game. That thing is very enjoyable to watch. So if y'all planted her, she's not a weed. She's a rose. I love everything Dochi gives. Now, I see middle initial going in the chat. I don't enjoy Kendrick, and it's probably just not for me. Cool. It just ain't for everybody. Now, what I did not like is y'all deleting the history of Drake, because everybody has a moment where they're not on top, or they're in the hot seat, or somebody got an edge on them. Okay. Even Tyson lost a fight or 3. But to say Drake ain't give us 20 hot summers in a row, Controller controlled my life for years. If they redropped Controller this summer and gave it a second win, like the second win y'all gave Usher, what's that song? Superstar. If y'all redropped Controller right now, I would act like I never heard it, and I would lose my mind again. So, calling somebody a pedophile and I never even heard of it, and letting that be the end of somebody's career, you guys are so fickle. Y'all are fickle pickles. Not I, said the cat. And I'm not even like a Drake stan. I don't really give a fuck about nobody except for Jay-Z. But to be delusional of that man's catalog and his presence in hip hop because a guy from Compton came through and called him a pedophile, I just can't be swayed like that. So, y'all memories are very short. He dropped, and I'm not even a fan of this song. YouTube watchers, you're not going to be able to, enjoy this part with us because of music infringement and copyrights, but this is just for my Twitch watchers. So the video for Nokia dropped, and all is forgotten, right? Black people are the most fickle, bendable group of humans on earth. First they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. It's the gift and the curse. My dad, Hove, taught me that. So now we forgot, right? Now we back on the Drake bandwagon. No, it's, oh my God, who's calling my phone? Who's calling my girl, baby girl? This is not even the song to bring you back from a big deficit, but these people are easy. So this is a Nokia video. It dropped yesterday. And all is forgiven. No one's a pedophile anymore. Nobody's a Jew anymore. Nobody's a what they call them. Somebody give me another name. Y'all was calling him a lot of shit. And I was just like, that's not the man that gave y'all 18 summers, nigga. Where's the love? Okay, cool. This is it. Let me play a little bit of the video.
Who's calling that shit?
Colonizer.
Who's calling that shit? Who? Yeah. OVO Sound 2025. Who's calling that shit?
Is it Stacy? Is it Becky? Is it Keisha? Is it Ellie? Was it Danny? Is it Cardi B? Where's the function?
Where the fuck the function? Where the fuck the function? The way I feel right now, I feel like we need.
There's a part in here I want to ask you guys if I'm crazy. Hold on one second. Skip knows where I'm going.
Piece of the DVP, we got members with the con. You got a pot. Who's calling that shit? Who? See?
Is it?
Who?
Okay.
Hey.
Is it
Stacy?
Is it
Becky?
Is it
Keisha?
Is it
Ashley?
Was it
Danny?
Is it?
I heard, was it Dimey? I have the only name. I'm the only Dimey in the world. Somebody's flirting with me, and Skip needs to be very, very careful. Did you hear it? Am I bugging? He said Dockney. Who the fuck is a Dockney? Y'all some haters. Hey, Skip. This is for Skip only. That shit you pulled this morning, unacceptable. There's a half Jew They said in the chat they heard. Hold on, one more time. I know I'm not crazy. Or I am a little crazy. Hold on.
Stacy,
Is it
Becky,
Is it
Keisha,
Is it
Ashley,
Was it
Danny.
Thank you, Trixie. Thank you, Motro. Thank you, guys. Skip. That shit you pulled this. I'm not gonna tell your business. Gotti say he heard it too. Yep. Doubling down. Heard it. That shit. Sophia said, Diamond, you're not. There's nobody else named Diamond. There's nobody. That shit you pulled this morning, I'm not going to tell your business. Continue. There's a half Jew somewhere that's trying to get my attention. Okay? All right. So that's going on. People, all is forgiven, and they're going to be back on the Drake Love. Be quiet. We heard your opinion. Now you in grown people business, and you have a Caribbean mother. We don't do that. When grown people is talking, you just go in the room and do whatever and go learn your books. But anyway, skip. All right. Hey, speaking of Caribbean, and there's a big. Some people call it obia. Some people call it voodoo. Some people call it. They deal with the Santa Maria. Every culture has their own name for their bottom line magic, if you will. Now, one thing I know about Kodak, unfortunately, he's Haitian. He's a bad look for the Haitian community. I know this for a fact. Kodak has escaped jail, I'm talking about very large charges. When you play with these entities, we're just going to call it obi. Well, that's too trendy. We're going to call it voodoo. People know it as voodoo, mostly. When you play with voodoo, I want you guys to know there's two types. There's white magic and there's black magic. White is for like helping people. When you help people, nothing bad happens. It's when you use voodoo for bad that you can always guarantee that there's a sacrifice that will be taken. Either you believe or you don't. I don't care. I'm not going to beg you to know what I know. Now, being that he has beaten several trials, and I know how there's a couple of Haitian rituals for, getting out of jail for certain crimes, putting a goat head in the pot. It ain't for everybody. Now, when you look at Kodak and you see his life falling apart, you go, oh, drugs. Yes, drugs. Absolutely drugs. But this is the part of black magic that you don't understand. We're going to help you get out, but you owe me back like you owe your tax. You see this guy? This is a guy who is dying in slow motion, and we're watching it. Look at this man.
Damn, bro, this is there you go. Whoa. Say them go out like DMX, man. Shut the fuck up. Definitely ain't going out like DMX. He a legend, huh? Well, bitch, I'd rather go out like DMX and go out like. The fuck?
The point was already conveyed. This is Kodak Black saying he's not going out like DMX while going out worse than DMX. He flicked the lighter more times than I'm comfortable with. Trixie, he is gone. He's gone. He's going in slow motion. Y'all be saying, wow, somebody need to save Kodak. Why? Why do we? This is a guy who has more than 3 sexual allegations. 3 times is not a coincidence. It's your pain to get out. Trump helped him out one time. The voodoo helped him out another time. The guy is living the life. You don't tell people, have a bad day, have a bad life. Have the life you deserve. So this is Kodak Black in real time having the life he deserves. I'm not wishing you anything but the life you deserve. You don't get to sexually assault people and, harm women and live a good life. That voodoo that you did backfired and you're a zombie. So this is the life that Kodak Black is living right now. And I just hate when people just be like, oh, we need to help Kodak. No, we don't. Let him live the life he deserves. This should look like nights like this. I wish. Yep. It's with nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Drug addiction with a hint of voodoo sacrifice. Go on now. Okay, what else we got going on? I forgot that we had to cover Kanye. I don't know how because it's supposed to be the biggest story, but like Charlamagne said on the Breakfast Club, because they actually reviewed this interview, I never thought I'd live to the day that Kanye West became boring. The predictable trolling for relevancy. Kanye is on the list. We're so past the days of Kanye was exempt. It's just Kanye ain't Kanye. We don't care. Kanye sat down with academics, and I'm going to summarize and then I'm going to play. He was asked questions about, hey, on this Twitter account that you have and you rant on, why did you say fuck Virgil? He's going to pretend to be deep. I said fuck Virgil because I'm a bad person. Huh? Why did you talk about Jay-Z? Fuck Jay-Z. Jay-Z and Beyonce had the outlet and the power to help me with my family, and they didn't. So for them, fuck them. What? And a couple of other things. Here is KKKanye.
My boy say, I'm about to put that shit on real quick. Antonio Brown voice, I'm about to put that shit on. Trying to figure it out. This is...
Looks like the beginning of a porn.
Wherever you want. You can sit right here. Yeah. What do you think? Okay. So it's like magnetic. So one goes in here. Oh shit! I think it fell.
How convenient. Let me look for this around your penis area. Okay, sorry.
Oh yeah. I see the bust down chain too, man.
Bro, took that Nazi chain and made it bust, but I wanted to wear it with this, but the part comes down a little bit too low. Like it need to sit right there. I got a white leather one that falls right in the perfect place.
Really?
Yeah.
You got this made specifically?
Absolutely. Or yeah. Like.
This is the middle, or
military gadgets are transforming people's conditions and endurance. And here's how.
Sorry, Chad.
This is what happens when you.
I would take that over just out. You don't need none of that bullshit.
You don't need none of that bullshit.
Now, how would you? What's the frame look like? Because I like just standing right here.
Okay.
Now, granted, my guy isn't he's more of a vlogger / he controls my live stream backpack. He's not like an expert shooting stuff. So.
What do you think?
I should have to throw the boots on with it.
Okay, I guess in this clip they're just setting up for the porn. They need the right angle for the money shot. Let's get into some conversation.
Speak out against you. You feel like it's either a necessary.
Who are they talking about this clip? Okay, in this clip, Kanye goes off on Ty Dolla $ign and calls Jim Jones broken.
That's a form of betrayal, right?
Yeah, like Ty put up the tweet before we landed. He said, I gotta say something. I said, say I'm not racist, but Ye is. We agreed upon that. When I landed, he put up, I don't condone hate speech. You letting these niggas put words in your mouth. I 137x'd his career. Not one, not two, not 20, 137x'd it. And while I'm on a plane, you put up word by word Jewish vernacular. My thing is we could sit and talk it out. I know they on your head, but nigga, you don't got to denounce me, period. And if you do, you talk to me about how we gonna do it. See all these street niggas and this niggas running around with guns, got bodies. They think they boss, so they think I'm a motherfucking Vic or some shit. They think because I give niggas high salaries, nigga, I'm a billionaire, nigga, I don't give a fuck about that shit. See, this is my issue with Jim Jones, right? So he says he's gonna get a jib or a div. I don't know what the fuck the word is, but basically like he gonna get a percentage if he introduced me to this crypto nigga, right? Mm-hmm. And I know this shit sound like a Tarantino movie. Jim Jones wants me to meet with Mr. Pink to make $2 million off a crypto coin. Next Tarantino film, right? So then I found out before the second meeting that he was gonna make this money. So.
Did he tell you?
No, he said that he's going to get a percentage. He didn't tell me what it was, and he didn't say he's going to give me a piece of it either. When I found out how much money it was, I was like, you know what? One second. Hello. Yeah. Okay, send them to room 59 right now. Thank you. So when
You found out about
when I found out that he was getting the money, I was like, how much money is it? Yeah, I'm gonna take that meeting for you to get the money, but I gotta sit there. What you go? Like, I wasn't like, oh, nigga, you ain't tell me I'm not gonna do it. I still took the meeting, and the nigga still got the money, right?
So he got paid $2 million.
Yes.
For you taking the meeting.
For me taking the meeting. But watch.
So he said he took a meeting. Jim Jones got $2 million. Okay? I'll let it play.
Behind my back, I didn't really know about it. People be doing shit behind my back. My issue with Jim was we working on clothes. And I said, look, send me a PDF. For anybody who doesn't know, it's like a group of pictures in a folder that you send to the iPhone.
Did Kanye just say we don't know what a PDF is? Okay.
You could do like 300 pictures, 10 pictures on it, 10 pages. I said, send me a PDF of all the ideas, all the young niggas you know in New York. Let me see all of this shit right now. Let the king see everything that's happening, right? This man tells me, I don't know how to make a PDF. That was way more disrespectful to me than the nigga figuring out how to get the $2 million. Do you understand why? Because this shit to my face, nigga. You gonna lie to me about a fucking PDF, you faggot ass nigga? After I sat and took the meeting for you, you took the money and I ain't even asked your broke ass for a percentage?
Maybe he didn't know how to do it.
Do you think one of his young niggas knew how to do it?
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that he could have figured it out after that nigga made $2 million?
Definitely.
Next subject.
Definitely.
Yo, Kanye just called Jim Jones the F-bomb. Let's see how that plays out in times to come. What else? Let's see what else happened. Ye talks about Jewish censorship in the music industry and his swastika chain.
Trill are the agents. So now Cardi is an agent. And you will see him like, you see on the joint where somebody touches them and then they become the agent?
Yeah.
That's what happened. They come, them Jewish people come, the record people come, they'll say, they literally called Ty Dolla and said, and this is coercion. That's why these niggas gonna be locked up someday. They'll come to you, they said, Ty, you have to denounce Ye publicly or we're gonna drop your artist, Leon. We're gonna cancel all your tours. So they on some mob shit. So it's die, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They up here threatening niggas, stopping their money. This is real life shit off of a statement, off of me wearing a motherfucking chain, off of me wearing they pain. But they playing, turning up, promoting, and making money off of our pain. But if I wear a piece of they pain, then they're gonna threaten to destroy everything moving, everyone around, destroying people's lives. We're going to destroy Leon's life. Leon did that whole Scissor album, and now we're gonna destroy his life if you don't denounce this man's tweet type shit.
Do you talk to these people like before you send out a tweet? Because I would imagine he would give you a call and say, "Yay, I'm in a tough spot." Like, you know, and again, I think you said something important. You're not expecting everybody around you to be dick riders and agree with you, but when they speak out against you, you feel like it's either unnecessary or that's a form of betrayal, right?
Yeah, like Ty put up the tweet before we landed. He said, I gotta say something. I said, say, I'm not racist, but Ye is. We agreed upon that. When I landed, he put up, I don't condone hate speech. You letting these niggas put words in your mouth.
Okay, Kanye had to pick academics to be the interviewer for his rant because he had to pick someone with a limited thinking ability who couldn't challenge his delusion. Because none does anybody know what the fuck is going on? Let's go to another clip.
You know, but you offended Jay-Z. Fuck him. You know,
he is so mad at Hov.
Why say fuck Virgil after he passed? I think a lot of people feel like, he's not here to defend himself. And that, I think people are just confused by that. We get the story of how you guys kind of separated and how you feel, but, they always say sometimes, when someone passes away, can't be for the dead man, It feels like you still have a little bit of animosity there.
I'm evil.
You don't think about
This is awkward as fuck. Kanye makes no sense, and this is about Jew hate, but you're wearing the uniform of people that hung black people. Make it make sense. Let's go over to the Breakfast Club. They did a summary on the Kanye rant. It's over an hour. Please don't waste your time. It's not worth it. Where is Charlamagne? Wait, is it?
So that's what he, So then he changed into a all black KKK mask and robe and stood for the interview where he talked to academics about several things. So the first thing he talked about, or one of the first things he talked about, was his relationship and his sentiments on Jay-Z. Let's take a listen.
All you street Jay-Z, Beyonce, you ain't helped me when I was having problems with my kids. You could have used your influence. No, your influence is for politics. Your influence is how you could use it. You never wanted to sign anyway, that Dame signed. You ain't show up to my first wedding. You ain't my family. I always wanted some kind of family. Never have family out here. What about the fact that everybody knows what I'm saying is true related to that photo that I put up with my youngest daughter, right? But everything is like, but you offended Jay-Z. F*** him. F*** him. You know what I'm saying? How much money do you think Jay-Z make off my catalog versus what I make off it? Next subject.
Kanye's a loser. Kanye needs attention. Kanye needs a family. This is the music industry. Kanye is a liability. When you are making money and moves and you have endorsements like Jay-Z and Beyonce have, you kind of start having to peel away from people that will have that taken away from you because they are unfiltered and unpredictable. Kanye is not the kind of person, when they say everybody can't go, they talking about people like Kanye. Let's hear what else they had to say.
And that part was crazy because academics were trying to get some questions in, but baby, when I tell you Kanye West didn't care about them questions, he did not care at all.
He knew what he wanted to say.
Yeah, the academics, he just wanted that platform. He wanted the people to hear him.
Kanye is boring. I mean, just old and tired antics. I never thought we would get to the point in life where Kanye West is just simply boring.
And whatever happened to that album? Did that Bully album ever come out?
Bully, it's out.
Oh, that's the reason why nobody's talking about the music. So he got to do something with somebody talking about him.
Well,
and isn't he complaining about Jay? I don't even know if Jay owns his catalog or not. But wasn't Big Sean complaining that Kanye owns his catalog?
Yeah, there was a whole thing with Kanye and Big Sean as well too.
So it's like he know how the record business work. You got to be the change you want to see, right, Kanye?
Hey, there we go. Well, he also talked about Kim Kardashian and regretting having kids with her. Let's take a listen.
But even when you speak about Kim, people might be like, well, you picked her.
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault. I didn't want to have children with this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But my issue with all these ass celebrity is, if you ain't going to speak on my behalf of the situation I'm in right now with my children or where I was when I asked for the help years ago.
Making no fucking sense. You did not want to have kids with Kim after 2 months of being with her, but you proceeded to have 4. And you said, yeah, it's my fault, but let's deflect. Let's talk about something that is totally unrelated. That is the brain of Kanye West.
So don't talk about my political views. Pusha T, like I bless.
How are we talking about Pusha T and you having babies with Kim in the same breath? This guy's a maniac.
For you, if ask you about me, say we ain't speaking on Ye. And you should never have ever gone. Look at John Legend, old sissy ass. I ain't never do nothing wrong to that. I changed generations of his life. This wears sweaters in August and Barbados. No, they say he smell like mashed potatoes. I don't know where I got this from.
Yo, what?
I know Kanye can't. Kanye be walking around in denim jeans with no drawers on.
Yo.
What are we talking about? This guy, first of all, you shouldn't question nobody about what they wearing when you standing there in a black KKK robe. You can't question nobody's wardrobe when you walking around in a black KKK robe. Come on, man. and swastika t-shirts.
It's sad
Come on.
because he's been saying the same thing over and over and over again, and obviously it's for attention. At this point, I don't know if there's something really wrong where he actually needs help, or is he just doing this for attention? Because I don't even know.
I think he just wants attention.
Bro is out of here. He dropped the F-bomb so much. I'm like, what is happening?
Or he may really feel like this. Like
he might just.
He may
That's true.
really feel like I always wanted family and nobody. Like I think he just always felt like that. Maybe this is how he feeling.
Well, this ain't the way to get family and friends, huh?
No, it's absolutely not. He don't want them to be their family and friends now because he is burning bridges. Well, I mean, and to his point, I guess bridges that were already burnt because they didn't F with him anyway. But it just seems like this is how he really feels.
And you know what? I agree with Jess because Kanye went from wanting to be white to now wanting to be a white supremacist. And I just need everybody out there to know there's nothing pro-black about anything Kanye West does. He embraces everything that has historically hurt black people, from Nazis to KKK. Like, what are we doing here, people? Why do we even pay this guy any attention?
Well, one of the things he talks about, Charlamagne, you actually directly mentioned this. He admitted he was jealous of Kendrick Lamar as well. You talking about the progression of people. Let's take a listen to that.
I don't like how they used Kendrick. And also, I don't like him saying he the number one because I'm the number one. So those are my two things.
People think that that's jealousy.
God is an angry God. God is a jealous God. What are you talking about? I'm the closest thing to God on earth. And I act just like how God acts. So yes, I was jealous that Kendrick is on Cardi album. And I feel like that's two different genres. Yeah, I'm jealous. Yeah, I'm hearing this for the first time. Yeah, I'm not on it. Yeah, this man rapping about Skims.
Yeah, so he was going into the Playboy Cardi stuff because remember he was taking shots at Playboy Cardi too when that album dropped.
Yeah, he was mad at Ty Dolla $ign. I see him mad.
Speaking of him taking shots at Playboy Cardi, we had a concert the other day and called out Kanye. Playboy Cardi calls out Kanye West after he dissed Frank Ocean and Cardi. I fuck with myself. That's it. Let's pull it back from the beginning. Y'all niggas know who I fuck with. I fuck with myself. That's it. Tell a nigga suck my dick. We don't do sneakers. You know, we call shit out. If you don't like me, I'm gonna tell you I don't like it. Lost interest already. Suck my dick. Is that an insult or is that a mating call? I don't know with these guys. They're all questionable. Okay, so that's what's going on. Kanye is denouncing everyone around him. That record album, Bully, named after his little chubby son that's a bully, dropped. No one has said a peep, so expect the antics to go up a notch because no one is listening to the music. If you want to see the full interview, it's somewhere on the internet. I got enough information. I'm going. I should have just did this with the rest of the Cardi news. Cardi left a long message on her Instagram, Twitter today. And I think because I have ADHD and I just skim through things, I think the message here is, as a Caribbean, which always tickles me because my rendition of Caribbean is just a little bit darker. But anyway, they come in all shades. Ugh, that is a Puerto Rican. But anyway, the message here is, as a Caribbean, ownership is the end goal, and I am going to drop a clothing line. That's what I got. I could be wrong, but what I do is I read the first line. This is what I did in college to get through. I'll read the first line, some chunk in the middle, and the last, and I'll make up the rest. So, coming from a Caribbean family, boom. I'm excited to announce my business ventures, boom. P.S. My dress is from my line coming soon. You see how I did that? We call that inference skills. Who cares? Good luck. Because you need more money. Oh my God, rest in peace to Young Scooter. Over the weekend, we lost an Atlanta legend. Young Scooter, for you New Yorkers that don't know anything about Southern people, because I'm a Southerner, a Southern Belle, you couldn't tell, I reckon, born by the river. This is Atlanta legend. If you don't know, his biggest song was Columbia. I Can Make Cocaine. Huge, massive hit. Okay, crazy. He died on his birthday. I've always thought that was cool, but like at 110, not your 39th. But now there's new news, right? The news that we got on the night of his passing was that immediately they said he was shot, which he wasn't, by police and died. Then later that night, we were debriefed that he was hopping a fence, fleeing from police, got cut into a major artery and bled out. Now there's new news that leaked, and it has something to do with a 911 call. I'm going to give you the summary. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you the news people who can summarize it better than me.
And police have asked for the public's help surrounding the death of rapper Young Scooter. Police say that he died after severely hurting himself while running away from officers on Friday in southeast Atlanta.
They say they were there responding to reports of a woman under attack. Fox says Rob Durienzo was first on scene Friday night. Rob, what are you...
Let me pause it. My husband's confused. My baby dumb. This is not far from the norm. No, let me stop playing with my husband. So there's a thing called swatting. And I thought they were talking about squatting. You know what squatting rights is? When you go to somebody's house, you stay there, you get a couple of mail, and then you say, oh, I live here, and they can't throw you out. This isn't that. This is swatting. Swatting is a felony when you make a 911 call that is false. So what is assumed is, and I'm going to play the 911 call. There's a woman that calls the police. And in the police, she's like, hurry, help, this house, 123 Candy Lane, has a woman that's screaming. I looked out the window. The woman was just kicked out. She's naked. Somebody help, help, help. Come to find out, allegedly, this never happened. This is a call that was a setup to bring police to the house. Why was police brought to the house? We don't know the reason. It could be a jealous female that knows her niggas trapping out of house. They got into an argument. Hey, it's your birthday. I can't come to the party. Oh, all right. Nobody goes to the party. We don't know the reason of the call. It could be a nigga that wanted the house to get raided. We don't know. But what we do know is that police think that the call was a hoax. There was no woman being beaten on. There was no woman thrown out of the house naked. This was a call that was set up for, it wasn't a prank, baby. It was a setup. Because a prank is, oh, I think this is funny. There's a motive behind the call. We don't know the motive. But we're gonna play a little bit of the audio, which people are saying, oh, I'm neighborhood watch. The hood don't have no neighborhood watch. And they're asking what color, hey, I don't know what color. So everybody's just like, huh? This is not making sense. The call was made for him to get locked up. Not a prank. A setup. Let's see if they play a clip of that audio. Yes, they do.
He was fighting a girl. When officers got to the home, they say two men ran out the back door. One of those men has been identified as rapper Young Scooter. Police on scene said he sliced his leg trying to hop a fence. Medics took him to Grady, where he died.
One can bleed out in seconds from a laceration to a femoral artery.
The medical examiner will determine cause of death. Dr. Cecil Bennett with Noonan Family Medicine says cuts to a specific area of the leg could prove deadly.
The femoral artery is under pressure, which means that once it's...
Okay, this is medical stuff. I want to get to the 911 call. Hold on.
What shirt and pants do he have on?
Regular blue jeans and like a regular t-shirt. I'm not sure. I didn't really get the... Okay, I'm not sure if it was blue or black.
Okay, dark t-shirt. And what about the female?
She's light-skinned and she has black hair. She's probably about 5'3", 130 pounds.
What? Okay. And you said she's naked. Okay.
Long story short, the police are now looking for the woman because there is the felony now that was, this is a new felony. This felony got cleared last year in 2024. So now they're looking for the woman because they can't find the woman that called. They traced the 911 call. The call allegedly wasn't even from this country. The call wasn't even made from this country. So now they're looking for the woman because there was no naked woman locked out found. Nothing was found and someone died from it. So now they are looking for the woman that made the phone call that led to the death of Young Scooter. Crazy. Skip said, trapping in your future's artist / best friend is crazy. Some people can't leave the game alone. 1, 2. Oh, I want a piece of cake. 2, they say the rap game don't make money like that. So you walking around, people know you Young Scooter, money not coming in, and money off a Mac. That's why you see all these artists having podcasts and stuff like that. These people are in deals where they're the artists, but they're not making the money. Oh. Sorry, Scrib hates when I eat live. He hates when I eat. Delicious. These people are living a lifestyle that they can't keep up with because the residuals aren't hitting their pockets. They're making 4 cents off a radio play, $2 off an album sale, and then the people I think they're supposed to be iced out, Balenciaga down, and they can't, maintain the life. They're gonna sell a little bit of drugs. Okay, so the rap game don't make as much money as you think. It doesn't make shit. That's why they running the podcast. But that's why he would still be trapping on your birthday is crazy. Give me the day off. Give me the day off. But anyway, that's what's going on. Rest in peace, young Scooter. Let's not judge because the residuals wasn't residualing. Okay? All right. I got my boy out of here on his birthday. That's crazy. All right. What else is going on in the news? I'll get back to that. Religion bothers me. And a lot of people are not going to get it. Okay, maybe I shouldn't eat while I'm recording, but this shit is so good. Last two, I promise. Last week, I showed y'all Marvin Sapp. He's a gospel person. He sings that song, Never Would Have Made It. Then they turned into a Booty Bouncer remix. That's the only reason I know the song. And what bothers me about religion is the hypocrisy and the division that it causes. And that when you look at these new age pastors and reverends, they flying in on helicopters and they Gucci down and they're begging you guys for money, right? And it doesn't really feel godly, the concept of godly that you guys try to, put on people. This is a scam. Not faith, but religion. And there's a whole different, to believe in a higher being and to believe that humans need to treat each other away and be fair. I can subscribe to that spirituality. Religion, which is man-made, a couple of white people got together and created Christianity, and men, this is what bothers me. Women are creators, right? Life comes through women. And then you give a man the power of the story of origin and birth. And it's a man, come on. I have to say this. Ego created the religion you guys follow. If you put the power in my hand, life started out of Brooklyn, preferably Brownsville. And there was a girl named Diamond, and she's like, yeah, you get where I'm going? If you put the creation story in the hand of the person, it's gonna they're gonna rep they set. I'm not following religion. I'm following spirituality. I feel the creator. I know my purpose. I know earth's a test. I know you're supposed to do unto others as you want done to yourself. Basic human, courtesy. Not stories that create every single war and has division and the Jews killed this one. We gotta hate the Muslims. Doesn't really sound like love and prosperity, but anyway. These reverends is taking advantage of weak-minded people, and it's another reason I don't subscribe to religion, because when you see the only people benefiting from these tithes and donations, it's like, what the fuck? So now Warren Sapp said, okay, the video went viral, y'all talking shit. Let me clear this up.
Problems, issues, challenges, and again, my children, I don't look at comments. We was talking about this. I don't read comments. When you got millions of followers, you ain't got time to be reading all the comments. You just don't have it.
Right.
My children do. And they are afraid. And the reason being is because I'm their only parent. I'm a widower. They're afraid for my safety. So now we've had to update and increase security and all the things I've never had to do before because of the vitriol and the anger that people have shown, the things that they've said in my thread and stuff. And all of this is because of a misunderstanding.
Men love a gaslight. Oh, men love a gaslight. I don't know if that was the man talking or the delusion of religion talking. You are seen in a clip telling the motherfucking ushers to lock the door. Nobody leaves until you have $40,000 in a collection plate. And you're telling us this was a fucking misunderstanding? What you misunderstand is that the veil is starting to fall. And that's why they want to take away TikTok. They want to take away these platforms where people are starting to, stop drinking the Kool-Aid and they're regaining their sense. So they're denouncing the politicians. They're denouncing the ways that religion have been stealing from the people instead of giving to the people. Now, there was a clip I seen this morning, and I said, that's how you use tithes. I hope I saved it because it really stood out to me. All this ghetto news, we need to see some humanity. I probably didn't because I'm a retarded. Damn. That would have been a nice follow-up. It's here somewhere. I just can't be finding stuff. There was a pastor in a church in another city, and someone said they drove miles from another city because they were in hardship, and he took $20,000 out of his money and said, "You going through what?" And he gave it to the people. That's if you're gonna have this little community of belief. And I don't even think that belief needs a community. It just needs to be righteousness within, just individually being a good person. But anyway, he took his $20,000 that he had got from tithes and donation and gave it to this family that was going through hardship. And I said, well, if you're gonna have this little congregation of belief that people, use as the guy, why wouldn't we give it to the people that are facing hardships instead of giving it to the pastors that are flying in on helicopters? So this is not to shame anyone that subscribes to religion. It is just an eye-opener, and maybe it started out good, but where it is current day isn't so good. All right, look at this. Another topic I want to get into real quick is body shaming and BBL obsession. Now, here's the thing, and I'm really, really tired of the BBL conversations. I got 2 BBL topics today. Let's just do Erykah Badu and get her out of here. Erykah Badu was at the Billboard Women's Music Awards, and she went on stage in what appears to be, let's just call it a BBL costume, because there's 2 different ideas of what could have occurred. They're saying this could have been an ode to Sarah Baartman. If you don't know who Sarah Baartman is, she was a black, I'll give you a picture. She was a black woman, I think in the 1800s, that had a uniquely shaped body, and white people, they put her in a zoo. They put her as a circus act for white people to come and, exploit, poke, make fun of. This is a picture of Sarah Baartman. So now there's 2 ideas that's floating around. You have, she's at a woman's Billboard Award. This is an ode to Sarah Baartman that lived through the scrutiny and ignorance of white people, that even kept her body, her dead corpse, in a museum for the muse and amusement of white people. Then you got modern day thinking, oh, she tore y'all BBL bitches up. I don't know, and Erykah has not taken to her Twitter to let us know what was the stance on this. But I just want to say this. The comments and the people that are pushing, they did to Vivica Fox last week. Vivica Fox had a party for a hairline that she had, and if the social media puts a caption on it, it doesn't matter if it's the truth. That's what the truth is now. So it was, Vivica Fox has a party to celebrate a BBL at 55. And the big backs and the flat backs and the men that can't afford bitches that typically subscribe to cosmetic surgery said, oh, you bitches need to love yourselves. See, BBLs are going out. Nothing. Let me tell you something about what's going out and what's going in. Go where you're celebrated, because there's a man horny enough to fuck anything, anywhere. You just got to know your demographic. I don't give a fuck what y'all say is out. I don't care what y'all say. Baby, I'm always going to be in. I don't give a fuck what they doing over there, okay? Once you are obsessed with yourself, there's no trend on top shotters, okay? There's no trend. I'm not a trend. I'm it, okay? That's if you feel that you could be it to yourself. People hate what gets attention so much that they obsess over it. There's no way somebody with a butt that's too big is going to be on my mind every day. Either you have one or you don't. But to obsess and have a mob of people every day you wake up, there's a new theme about BBLs. It's a new skip. It's a whole obsession with something that has nothing to do with how you shit. But the underlying theme here is this is a cosmetic surgery that gets a lot of attention, whether it's positive or negative. You have people that really, really, really like big butts, and you have people that say, that looks ridiculous. It doesn't even look real. Who would want it? But no matter where your stance is on it, if you don't have it, it should not keep you up at night, right? I am so confused on the obsession, the cosplay, and the picking, the choosing, the body shaming. Now, here's the thing. We have really, really big women, and it's known across the land that no, that's not right. You don't fat shame. Y'all could easily say these BBLs is killing y'all, but being 300 pounds isn't. We pick and choose. You want to know why? Because one's more desirable and y'all hate bitches to get attention. No one is sitting there every day putting on fat suits and saying, hey, this hypertension's killing y'all. This obesity's killing y'all, because guess what? It gets allegedly, because even they have a community. I think the big bitches make more money on OnlyFans because there's a whole fetish, there's a whole community for them. They knew how to go where they're celebrated and monetized. Now, it's not right to make fun of oversized, obese people because everybody is beautiful in their own way. But when it comes to BBLs, it's okay to make fun of them. You want to know why? Because they get too much attention from men. And women that get attention from men while I'm not getting attention are the enemy. So we're going to create stories that BBLs have smells now. So this has been going on for a week and I haven't addressed it because it's so juvenile and childish. But there's a woman going viral for saying BBL smell is a thing. Here she goes. Let's watch.
And talk about this because after what I just experienced, I'm traumatized. BBL smell is 100% real. I don't care what your mama say. I don't care what your friends say. I don't even care what your doctor say. BBL smell is real, and let me tell you why. And if you're wondering what it smells like, it smells like broccoli. The broccoli that's been sitting in your pot with the top on for 2 days. We all know how that smells. Sour, funky, molded. Now, it's going to be some people that say, my BBL don't smell like that. I don't know where she get her information from. Take your hand and rub it back there and see if you smell the same thing that I'm smelling. Now, some BBLs have a soft, funky smell, like a musky smell. And then some BBLs have a loud smell, a smell like rotten flesh. But trust me, it's all the same smell. Now, if you're wondering how to get that funky smell up out of your skin, because, yeah, it's sucked in them pores and it's deep within that skin. Take you a cup of vinegar, 3 tablespoons of Epsom salt, run you a bath of hot, steamy water, and sit in a tub for about 30 to 45 minutes. You're going to need one of them thick rags that you get from Amazon, the hotel style rags. I've told 2 friends. I had to come outside and talk about this because...
Okay, noted. Rags. Okay. I don't know how to say things nice and I don't care to. And this is probably just trolling, but let's say this. Let's say it is trolling, right? When you read the comments, there's so many people that want to believe that it's true, that it's just like, yo, y'all really are some jealous weirdo bitches. Because why do you care? And why do you pick to believe this? Because you want it to be true. Now, let me ask you a question. Let's see if this makes sense. You're going to tell me that a procedure comes with a scent. Now, if you were to say, baby, them 2 weeks when them bitches in bandages and they got blood coming out their pores, stay away because blood has a scent, I would say 138% because there is open wounds. Now, when you're saying that 2 years down the line, all is healed up, some of you bitches got your keloids, you know, black people and keloids go hand in hand. When you want to say that every hole is healed up and that a procedure has a smell, I'm going to say that you remind me of one of those kids that had to sit there in class when everybody had Jordans and say, I don't want those. Everybody has them. You see these? You see these LA Gears? And you do one of these? You see these LA Gears? I am the only person that got. That's what it is. It reminds me of the bitches that had the skates. And you go like that and they had the brakes. because you couldn't afford it, so you had to compensate with an excuse because this costs money and everybody's doing it, but I don't have the money, so I have to denounce it because I don't understand. So does breast lifts, do breast lifts smell? Because that gets open and it gets closed back and why would you pick a BBL and say, hey, this procedure comes with a smell and nobody could avoid it? Because you are jealous. This doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And I'm looking at you, you have no razz. You don't have no chickaboom about you. So I can see that you live a life where you get looked over. Now to look at somebody who has a procedure, and not to say that it means anything, but this is a procedure that gets more attention. I gotta pick a flaw in this procedure because those bitches over there get, and I'm gonna be very, very, very transparent. My doctor went in my ass and did whatever he wanted. I begged this man in English because you guys I don't know if you guys, how long you've been following me. Before the BBL, my butt was already huge because I had butt shots. I do surgery. I go around and I fix things. When they start doing feet, you bitches is finito. Finito, right? My husband gonna tell me I'm doing so much? Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I do what I want. This is my show. They came to see me rant. Always trying to stop my shine, motherfucker. Anyway, I hate when he does that. Wrap it up, babes. No! Long story long. Where was I? Wait me. Lose my motherfucking... Damn, that nigga's annoying. Yeah. Bitches is haters. Skip is a hater. Women gonna look and they gonna be mad at the thing that they think men like. Whether men like it or not, bitches just want to be acknowledged by men so bad that the bitches that are being acknowledged are the enemy, and they're gonna make up things to have a little common group of these are the BBL haters, and this is why. Them bitches getting too much attention over there. It smells. Yeah, like broccoli. Big, hard back 40-year-old lady making up lies about a surgery smelling like broccoli because she plain Jane and can't get a nigga to want to fuck her and niggas want to fuck anything. The shit is weird. The shit is weird, and y'all are too old to be jealous of women and procedures and things like that. Oh, back to what I was saying. My doctor did whatever he wanted with this ass. Made it twice as big as the first one that was trying to get smaller. It doesn't matter. I know I don't particularly care for it. If I had an extra 20,000 laying around right now, I would get it way smaller, but I'm stuck like Chuck. And guess what? It don't even change how I move. There's people who hate it. There's people who kind of hate it. There's people who kind of like it. And none of it changes the amount of zeros in my bank account or how I go outside. I'm still going to be the main. Guess what? Before the ass niggas was running me down. It is the aura. It's in you, not on you. Okay? They was tatting this name all over their back with no ass. None at all. Remember they used to say when I was a kid, Nasatal? Yeah. Come on now. Y'all bitches is haters because there's nothing about you that stands out, and I understand the brain and how it protects itself. The brain protects itself from trauma, from jealousy. It's a thing called delusion. It's going to protect itself from not really feeling like, and that's what you're doing, and you're corny. Okay? You see that little, I didn't even mean for it to, a little, what's that dance they do? Okay. Anyway, I just think it's so corny. Every day I wake up, somebody got on a BBL suit, somebody got a BBL smell, somebody got a, why y'all? If you don't go get fucked. All right. Wrap it up. Who the fuck Skippy thinking he talking to? Wrap it. I look like I be wrapping it up when a nigga say, chop, chop, wrap it up. All right. Skippy doing my nerves, y'all. All right, what else is going on? He be having, and you know how I give it up, Skip. Why would you even let him be like, yes, daddy. I'm daddy. All right. What else is going on? Playing in my face. Why is Meek here? Okay.
It's me.
You ain't got the juice like that. Meek had a little. Did I talk about this before? Anyway, Jess Hilarious was on Shannon Sharp. She's so dumb. She said a lot of dumb shit. And there's a picture I want to discuss. I want to see if I kept it or if I didn't keep it. She says, and then this is true, Meek is very bullyable. And if you follow him on Twitter, you'll know why. This boy is dumb.
I roasted his real bad back when he couldn't dress. He probably still can't, but he's a reformed guy.
Yeah.
And I am reformed too.
You and Meek taking shots at each other on social media. Y'all cool? You good now?
Yeah, he cool. Yep, I seen him. And his braids, they were old. And, I did tell him that. I said, now, come on now. You got a lot more money than you had when the braids were old back then.
Right.
He just laughed and we laughed about it. But yeah, we made up. We're fine. I still joke about him though. He's very bullyable.
Yeah.
That is so fucked up to say, but I absolutely get it. Very bullyable guy. But it's so crazy because she is too. There's a picture floating around of a very inappropriate. Let me see if I could get it on my phone and pull it up and then save it here. She had a very inappropriate photo shoot with her child that she tried to defend, and it was really undefendable. So, people are very delusional to, you spewed that. It was very convincing. He's very bullyable, but you are too. Let me see. Not you call him Aunt Shannon here. He is a very, very... You know what we're going to do? I'm just going to show it on my phone because I just don't even want it saved to my likes for somebody to think I'm a pedophile. This is a photo shoot that Jess Hilarious did with her son. And she said that people misinterpreted it, and it was, a mom and a son having a... Fuck no. How do you rationalize a naked photo shoot with your son? How? I'm a very strong believer you can make anything make sense if you're just well spoken. And I would give somebody $100 if they could make sense of why Jess Hilarious was butt naked with just sneakers on with her son for a photo shoot. Make it make sense. I got $100 to spare because I done tried, I done questioned, I done challenged my own mind to say, hey, how can this woman sit down and make this make sense before I say that this wasn't really dangerous? How? So, we shouldn't be so... Skip said that kid is like 13 years old. Baby, butt naked with him straddled on top of her. And he said, remember when you got pushback about this photo? Yeah, them people, they just never want to see nobody happy because that was an innocent photo. And I said, I challenge you to make this make sense. And she didn't. And you know what? It was just so weird to me. I didn't even save it to discuss on the show because I didn't even want it in my likes. So this girl brain does not function in a capacity where I ever feel she makes sense. How are you always not making sense? All right. I really don't care for her. I really don't. And I want to see a black woman in media, but I don't like her brain. I don't like her brain at all. Let's see what else is going on. I am ranting. I think Justin Bieber is the white Kodak Black, minus the voodoo sacrifice I told y'all about. The boy is not well. Pray for Justin Bieber, they say. I don't got prayers to wait. You just a little bitty bitch for sure. You just a little bitty bitch. You just a little bitty bitch for sure. I've been the shit. Some people, I like to read the comments to see if I'm bugging. Some people are just like, hey, y'all never been high before. Let that boy enjoy his high. And I'm just like, that don't look like that. Middle initial said he was abused. That, I believe, has a lot of responsibility behind this. And then I dug deep in the comments. And y'all know how he was dating. This is the little white girl tea. This is not the tea we do over here on the Negro side of things. But anyway, he was dating Selena Gomez. You know, I love you like a love. That's the only song I know from her. I love you like a love song, baby. And they say that she is in a happy relationship. And he only married... This is white tea. Y'all not going to get it, but somebody's going to be like, yeah. He married Hailey. Hailey Bieber is his wife. Hailey is a fan turned wife. Like she used to stalk him. How did she have access to him? She is from the Baldwin family. You know, like Alec Baldwin, Shoot a Bitch on Set Baldwin, all of them. She is the daughter of one of the Baldwins. Which one? I don't know if it's the murderer one or another one. They all look alike. She had access to Justin Bieber because her family's in Hollywood, but she was a real stalker. And he was like, you know what? I am very mad that I'm not with Selena Gomez. I'm going to marry someone that she doesn't like. And it is, when I say receipts, he was texting Selena Gomez the entire time at the wedding. This is on white Twitter and white TikTok. Sometimes I go over there and peek over the fence because you got to know what your enemies is doing. Them girls today. He was texting Selena Gomez the entire wedding. So now, anyway, Selena was dating The Weeknd. Didn't even notice, like, what? Anyway, not that it's important. They calling him the little midget fat Ethiopian because her fans really go hard. So they was just like, Selena was not stressed over that fat midget Ethiopian. And I'm like, who's the fat midget Ethiopian? I clicked the page open. Baby, they was talking about The Weeknd. The Weeknd's Ethiopian? Well, they were just trying to say something. But anyway, they saying that he crashing out, even though he's somebody's husband, because I don't stop nobody. Don't ask me how I know. Not my husband, because he'll die. Can I say that? I just did. They ain't saying that she happy somewhere, so he using the drugs a little bit more. But Initial Podcast is right. He was abused. And, you know, all the abuses is in the front of the news now, so that's probably making him relive the trauma. It's a lot going on over the Bieber land. So I have to let go, I don't, of that One Less Lonely Nigga song that he sang. Because when they be like, pray for Justin Bieber, I be like, who? One Less Lonely Nigga Bieber? But he was a kid. I do say things bad as an adult. So do I want to hold that over his head? Yes. But I do have sympathy for him because he was abused and he did lose his bitch. So he do got a lot going on. Y'all know men is weak. So that's what's going on in Bieber land, a.k.a. the white Kodak Black. Look at this boy. That was a mouthful. White people always got too much going with them. That's why I don't cover their stories. Black stories ain't no better. So y'all know last week, Sauce Walka was with one of his artists, Say So P. Say So P got killed in broad daylight. This is the killer. Well, the killer got killed. That's how the streets is. That's why you stay in the house. I know you ain't been getting walkies like you like, but that's what's going on outside. Instant karma, it took 2 days. So this is the killer, and he's been killed. So this is pictures of Sauce Walka on his Instagram the day that the killer got killed, playing Tupac's Hail Mary, Calaveras celebratory post of another black man just taken by the street. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the real classy. The killer's sister, she's here somewhere. Let's get this ghetto shit out the way. It's weighing me down. The killer's sister said, hey, I know my brother's a killer, but y'all not too much. Everybody makes bad choices. Why we just talk about my brother? She made it sound like he was just caught shoplifting. Okay, here we go. Don't judge a book by its cover, because my brother wasn't what y'all saw. People is hungry, and some people make bad choices. Baby, what? You was better off saying rest in peace, my brother. No short story, no excuses, because what? Did he steal a Snickers or a life? Nah, this ain't that. Give your respects and go, because we don't want to hear it. What else ghetto is going on? They saying that Little Baby needs to run for the border because an insider is saying he is going to be hit with a RICO this week. Prosecutors reveal Atlanta rapper Little Baby allegedly had money on people's heads. There was an insider for one of those government agencies that says Sean Hoover, that's his name, who manages the Georgia Public Defenders Council gang unit, is allegedly preparing for a RICO indictment against the whole 4PF and OMF. All these letters is too much for me. And expects Little Baby and others to be indicted, according to a journalist. And like I told you, on the premise that he got money on people's head. Okay. Baby, if your passport is good, go to one of those countries that don't let America extradite their fugitives, because they coming. Oh my God. I don't want to be a hater, but I don't know if this is a midlife crisis. I don't know whatever makes people. I've never seen somebody come back from over a decade hiatus and come back and brought the flames with them, right? Um, Will Smith wants to rap again. And you know what I feel like? When the woman that you love is in love with one of the, they say, top 5 rappers, Skip thinks he's the best rapper ever. I never felt it for Tupac. He was so hypocritical. I just, Tupac ain't have me in a chokehold. But to be married with someone that's in love with him, you probably want to say, hey, please love me too. I too can rap. Watch this. And you know, no. No. But if you're happy.
Neymar and Ronaldo, goal scored on these boys. I done won damn near every single award on these boys. Sold out movie theaters and even tours on these boys. Feeling like a mop wiped the floor with these boys. People ask me how I do it. I just bite off more than I can chew. Then I chew it. Yeah, y'all jokers thought I blew it. I pulled the pin out the grenade on purpose when I threw it. And even though I'm an action star, sometimes I'ma act bizarre. Cause I'm an artist at heart. I'm not just an actor, y'all. This is the bounce back. Watch Will, y'all. This is the bounce back. Here come the bounce back. Keep your eyes on them. This is the bounce back.
You know, I understand people. I do. Even if I don't agree, this was ass. This was 12 packs of bounce that ass. But the man was happy. I don't want to be mean. But I have to be real. When you say I'm going to revive this, you have to know that people are already going to expect it not to be good. So that's when you have to shock them. Like, y'all thought I couldn't do it, but here it is. No, we thought you couldn't do it and you didn't do it. So you shouldn't have done it. But when you are midlife crisis, my wife is fantasizing over a ghost. I'm alive and I can't compare with a ghost. I'm fighting the soul of a ghost because my wife doesn't even want me more. This is a deep-rooted psychology and I feel too bad to make fun of it. I'm alive and I'm not enough. You still in love with this ghost? Unless he in Cuba and she knows something we don't and she gonna fuck him on the weekends and come back. And she got a buddy pass with Delta. Because I don't know why he is still fighting the ghost of Tupac unless he's not a ghost. Unless he is a Cuban citizen and Jada be going over there to get fucked. I don't know. But I don't feel right making fun of a man that is doing something that makes him happy. It sucks. It sucks. We didn't need it. You didn't need it. But I try to break down your psychology and say, I just told y'all you can make anything make sense. I don't know, Will. I don't know. As long as you're happy, I guess. That really was terrible. You gotta have friends. Sometimes people are so rich, nobody want to tell them, yo, that was ass. You are so rich, people don't want to tell you the truth. That's why they need people like me. I could tell you, you wasn't giving me money anyway. That shit really was really bad. I almost hid under the desk like I wrote it. I was embarrassed and I ain't got shit to do with it. We ain't need that. You had a very successful revision to your acting career. You did Bad Boys 3 and it was a good movie. Greed is the demise of all. You don't need to, master 2 lanes. You have the acting. We respect you as an actor and that can't be taken away from you. But that music shit, you should have. The fuck was that about? What else is going on? I really do not care for the humans that we've become, and a lot, if not 90% of it, is to be blamed on social media because everybody's waiting for a viral moment. So you got people walking up, grown men, you should be under the hood of a car and telling me, I put antifreeze in the oil change hole. Hey girl, what are you doing? You put it in. I need men to be men and tell the women what we can't do or what we did. But to be thinking that you're gonna hold a camera up and ask a famous actor for a fight and think that you was gonna go viral. I know how people's brain work. He go, watch this. I'm gonna stand outside of this restaurant. I'm gonna ask Michael B. Jordan to fight me, and it's gonna go viral. And they're gonna ask me on talk shows, and I'll be riding private jets, and I'm gonna get me a monkey, and then I'm gonna buy that monkey a check. You guys are really so fucking sick and delusional about the power of social media that y'all sit outside and embarrass yourselves all for a dream that's never gonna come true. So we're gonna watch a video of a grown man thinking that he's going to ask Michael B. Jordan for a fight and that he's gonna go viral. He's gonna go into his job, tell his boss, fuck yourself, I quit, I'm rich. And no, he gotta go to work tonight. Let's see.
The building. What up, man? Can I get that Creed fade?
Oh man, my nigga Jason.
All right, you shook his hand. What's up now then? You ducking the fade. I knew you was ducking, bro. Michael Buster Jordan.
I know he went and sat in his car and pinched himself to see if he was real. Because the way that man ignored his whole life, I would think it was the sixth sense and I was really dead. And nobody told me I was dead. Because I've never seen someone get ignored that fucking deep that I would question my existence. You remember the sixth sense? The whole time the nigga was dead, he ain't know he was dead. He just thought niggas was dismissive. This was the sixth sense because what's up with that Creed fade? Michael Buster Jordan. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Like, nigga, go to fucking work. Like, the place that we have come as humans, nigga said, I died for him. He was already dead. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. He was already dead. This is the doings of social media. Y'all see people go viral and y'all see people get invited on podcasts and you see people have a little 15 minutes of fame. And with that fame, they make a little bit of money and they go. Just like the Hawk 2 girl, we talked about it last show. You would never know from an interview. You just say, you got a Hawk 2. Now she is a multimillionaire. You thought that was you. You thought you were going to ask Michael B. Jordan for a fight. He was going to punch you in the nose and you was going to be famous. And Jay Leno was going to ask you. Baby, Jay Leno don't even have a job. So why'd you think that was going to happen? I'm going to need you to clock in. Somebody down at the Piggly Wiggly is waiting online for you to check out their bananas and you over here asking a grown man for a fight. I just don't understand where social media has gotten y'all brains, and it's so embarrassing because you would think it was just kids doing it. It's adults, it's men, it's everybody. Go to fucking work. Stop harassing celebrities thinking you're going to get an aha moment. Because you're embarrassing your families. All right, what else is going on? That's makes my skin crawl. This was interesting. A Georgia man yesterday was arrested for leaving 3 kids, ages 1, 6, and 10, alone at McDonald's in the ball pit, right? Because he had an interview. Now, I want to say that I'm conflicted, but I'm not. I'm not. You don't do that, baby. You don't do that. You don't, either you can make the interview or you can't. Because kids are on a mission to end their lives. And that's why I don't have one. You are responsible for the life of someone who's literally going out their way to kill themselves. What's this key? Does it go in the socket? Oh, I wonder if I can choke and die on this. And it's your job to stop a little maniac from ending it all. And in the event that you even farted or sneezed for 1 second and missed the moment, you're going to jail for the rest of your life. It's too much of a gamble for me, and I click out too much. And I'm just like, oh, man, I'm going to jail because somebody was trying to... Yes, because you're responsible for their life. Knowing that you have 3 maniacs, you have 3 tiny, self-ending maniacs, and you said, I'm going to leave them unattended, knowing how unpredictable life is. And I'm going to go on a job interview because I really need this job. I understand why you did it, but you're going to jail, unfortunately. So, I would say I feel bad. I just can't come to it. But, hey, you have to do what you got to do. But men are so stupid. Come on, they could have died. They could have gone in the street and got hit by a car, but at least you got the job. You didn't even weigh out the cons, and that's the problem. You didn't weigh out the cons. Yeah, I'm doing it for something that I deem to be good. I need money to take care of them, but what's the sense of having the money if they don't make it to the next day? Get it? Okay. Yeah. Take them to the slammer, boys. Okay. Don't want to cover that. Don't want to cover that. I'm tired of this game. Hey, 50 Cent has a horror film coming out. It's called Scale House. It's gonna be out July 11th nationwide. 10 influencers. This is the premise of the horror movie. 10 influencers are lured into a sinister content house and forced to compete in lethal social media challenges because in Skill House, clout isn't just currency, it's survival. Thank you so much, Andrew. I appreciate you. Go fuck yourself, 50. I'm still gonna watch it. No problem. Thank you. I've been going on for an hour and a half. Thank you for keeping the chat on their toes. Okay, so 50 is trying his hand at horror. Tell him to send bits. Hey, I don't know what that is, but Andrew said to send bits. I'm just an old lady talking into a mic. Hopefully it turns into currency. So Viola Davis admitted that she judged Chadwick Boseman. You know that Boseman, he passed from cancer a couple of years back. They filmed a movie together called Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Bit cents equals money. Yeah, send money, y'all. So here's the thing. I read the article. Do they give the whole article here? I'm just going to summarize it for you. She said that while they were filming, thank you so much, Kiona. While they were filming, he had like a room with like dim lights and scents, and every time he finished filming, he would get massages. And she said one day she passed by like his little section, and she was like, who does he think he is? Does he deserve all of this? And she said no one told her, and they knew that he was dying, so they were making his work day as comfortable as they can with his condition. And she said, yo, I feel like shit because I judged him and I didn't know he was going through. So you don't know what people are going through, but humanly, we just do like, who the hell does he think he is? But at the same token, Viola, he did look like he was battling something. He wasn't looking like his normal self. So let's just be conscious. The clues be there. We just don't be thinking too much. All right. What else is going on social media? Don't care. Oh my God. So y'all know Ari Fletcher. She is Moneybagg Yo's girlfriend, the child's mother of G Herbo's son, Yoshan. So she's very, very popular amongst the ghetto community. If you're into reality TV and rapper girlfriend things, you are going to go crazy. Just like these little girls one day at a carnival, they see Ari, they lose their mind. They don't say, hey, Ari's with her son. She's a mom right now. She's not this. And her son, Yoshan, lost his fucking mind.
This might have been the craziest thing we ever did. Was come to the fair on a Saturday night.
It is Yoshan losing his shit and screaming out in a temper tantrum, I can't do this. And she doesn't even give a shit. She continues to take pictures and smile and walk. It's just like she's just so used to it. These kids is crazy. But that was Yoshan losing his mind because little kids just wanted, a picture of Ari Fletcher. Hey, your mom has the best butt in the world. It's going to happen, kid. It's only going to get worse when you go to school. All right. I never say nice things about King Von, and it's not on purpose. He just left me nothing to say nice things about. Cool. He passed away. It's not a light thing. It's actually an eternal thing. But to see a man brag about killing so many people, anyway, this is young King Von. I call it already young something. This is King Von confirming at the time of this video that he already had 5 dead people under his belt.
Folks golden, bitch. And I got a lot of
bands at?
Folks golden, bitch. Hell no, you ain't.
Folks golden, bitch.
Tell them I got a lot, VJ.
They know.
They
Y'all know what I'm talking.
No doubt.
Y'all know folks get busy on talking.
Just free. How many y'all think? Nah, let me stop there. Nah, he gave.
Hey, look.
How
What
many
y'all
though?
think? What y'all think? Or y'all think his ass all cap?
More than 5.
Well, y'all think his ass all cap?
More than 5?
Maybe he cap.
I'll take it out. I'll take it out.
Oh, yeah, he's talking shit.
Oh, more than 5. Ah, shut up.
Motherfucker saying numbers and shit.
To watch him play a guessing game with how many murders he has committed, like they asked him how many apples did he eat for the day, and you want me to not make a joke about I know Vaughn is looking up right now from hell. The boy, I just told y'all earlier in the show, I don't tell people have a bad day, have the life you deserve. Oh, you don't have one? Okay. Anyway, some people are exactly where they belong. What else is going on? Don't care, don't care, don't care. This is Justin Bieber's wife. And this is the actual day of the wedding. When you can see in his face, he's not really into the moment at his own wedding. This is the day they said they had receipts of him texting Selena Gomez the whole day. The fans do research. It's all in the, just take my word for it. I did the research for y'all. This guy is so terrifying to me. I'm just waiting for him to join his, what's the opposite of a protege? The protege is the person that comes under, but his role model, if you will, R. Kelly in jail. This guy, everything he does is just so creepy. I can't believe there was a time the whole entire black community of young girls, the Trey songs were so sexy, and everything I see him do right now, I'm just, he's so gross and so icky to me. And that shirt was whooping his ass. It took way too much to rip that shirt open. You're gonna have to start doing like making a pre-cut slit if you ain't really got the, Anyway, can't wait for him and his day to come. What else is going on? Let's go to the blogs real quick and let's wrap this up because I got shit to do. I'll cover this Punjabi tomorrow.
This is not my.
The guy from the Fresh and Fit podcast that goes on his way to disrespect black women got put in his place. Men don't have the same energy with men, right? So I'll do that tomorrow. I just don't have the time for it right now. Let's go over to the blogs real quick. Let's see what's going on over in Ghetto Land. And let's get out of here and go and get some sun. Touch grass, if you will. There's a couple of things on the Shade Room I saw today. I don't follow them, but I do peek over the fence when I need a real ghetto story. I just cannot follow them. Yandy does this thing where she's afraid to tell Mandisi something. So she'll say it to us, like, hey, y'all, but she's really doing it to Mandisi. Like a couple episodes ago when I showed you her yelling at the TV, like, would y'all stop trying to ruin my relationship and put some respect on the whatever his last name is, family. It's just like, baby, move the camera. You're echoing back. Move the camera and tell directly to Mandisi. So she dropped a video yesterday with this caption. Do you sometimes look at yourself and say, damn, they lucky I'm a mom and I'm a family woman now? Because, baby, I'm a bad mother sucker. First of all, you're an adult. You can curse. That was like cringe. Give me back my wig. I'd give y'all a run for y'all money any day if I wanted to. Heart punch emoji. Baby, this has Mandisi, stop playing with me. I'm bad too. You don't have to keep on looking at other girls. You're lucky I'm a mama. This is for Mandisi. This is not about us. We don't think about you. You're probably the finest thing that I ever seen. Whose wig is that on your head that you stole? But anyway, I just think it's so funny when I can feel like the message is for Mandisi, but she just doesn't have the balls to tell him. The EBT boy, do not eat my cake.
I don't want it. You ate it all in less than 24 hours.
The EBT boy cut his dreads off, and I don't like it because you can see more of his face now, and his face is so silly. Not to say he's bad looking, I just think he has a silly face, and now I can see more of it, and I didn't want to. What else is going on? It's April Fool's, by the way, so you got to be very careful in what you believe, because they dropped the article, and I almost didn't look at a calendar on Neighborhood Talk, and I don't even know if everybody realized it yet. Breaking news: federal government approves new $1,200 stimulus payments. We not getting shit, y'all. Just pay attention to the date. Don't let people play with you. There's gonna be a lot of stupidness going on today. If you ain't know, I'm putting y'all on. What else is going on? I feel so bad for this little girl mourning her friend. Remember a little bit, like 3 weeks ago, so a month ago, this Houston rapper was gunned down with his daughter, and she had a little friend. I think it's so cool that her parents are letting her mourn and helping her wear like memorabilia, remembering her friend. This is adorable. She posted this picture on her social media yesterday, just repping her friend that she misses.
Missed you at school today, or mommy?
So sad that she's so young and has to deal with her first tragedy, but life is crazy. What else is going on? I just think it's Kevin Hart began on my nerves. Just everywhere. We need more comedians of black hues. I just be getting overwhelmed with seeing Kevin Hart everywhere. He's on Tiny Desk performing a rap song.
Listen. Beef, burgers, and patties with no grills. Nigga, I'm here to give you thrill. Fuck that, you gotta chill. Shit's about to get real. Headshot. Stop, cut the beat, cut the beat. Cut the beat, cut the beat. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready, man. Look, at the end of the day, I'm dressed in all black because it's a funeral. It ain't mine, it's theirs.
Sound just like the Will Smith song. We need neither one. Just everywhere. Come on, man. There's gotta be some black people dying in Hollywood. But you know what? Knowing what y'all doing, the rituals, y'all could keep it. I'll be right on Twitch talking to 5 people. What else is going on? Who's Rosie Perez? Nigga. Ooh. I'm still hungry. I need another shot of Ozempic because why am I eating? I think I'm done with y'all today. Yeah, the boy in the background, he don't stop. Hold on. Every time I see Clarrisa, I know she's gonna give me a little good laugh because she's so dumb. Clarrisa Sheilds denies being pregnant, says she wants to have a child within the next year. You want to have a child with somebody's husband? You want to have a child with somebody's husband, Clarrisa? Okay, I would announce to the world, to the whole world, like I did when me and Papoose came out. Came out? That is for people with complicated sexualities. You just fucking somebody's husband. You ain't come out. You was a Jezebel.
Kid. I want to have a kid next year, though. I don't want to have a kid this year. There's a couple girls' asses I want to kick. Yeah, it's a couple girls I want to put my damn hands on. I like to plan things out. But hopefully it can happen next year. And then if it don't, be the year after that. But not right now. I am not.
That man's going back home to his family, girl. I wouldn't put all my eggs, pun intended, in one basket. All right, y'all. I got to go. I got shit to do. Where's my sound effects? I'm ghetto, I know. Want to have baby with somebody's husband. Thank you guys for staying tuned for another episode of the I'm Not Impressed show. I had a good time. And if you missed any of today's show, no need to fret. It's going to be uploaded to YouTube in the next 10 minutes. So you get over there, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Even when y'all in the comments, I like when they be telling me, hey, at the 4-minute, 15-second mark, you was really funny here. So do that. I like my ego likes that. Real bad. Tomorrow, I don't do shows on Wednesday. Tomorrow's Fart on Myself day. But I will be back Thursday, same time, same place. Hey, Pink Mango, I see you. Thank you, Trixie. Thank you, Mo Trill. Until Thursday, y'all, go fuck yourselves. Peace out.